Well, good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle. It's going to be a cloudy day, but the sun is shining in here, Clyde.
Are you equating me with sunshine, Mona? Knowing you as I do, and the way we pick at each other, I kind of doubt it. But it's good to see you, Mona. Good morning. Good to see you at home as well.
Yes, absolutely. You know what, Clyde? You know, I have a new contraption set up, so I'm trying to figure out if I need my glasses now to read the teleprompter. I'm going like this. Okay, we'll see. I may have to throw the glasses back on in a little bit. Hey, you know what? I have been since yesterday, I have been showing children's books back in the corner where I change items every day. And today's book is Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. And it is one of my favorites to read to my son when he was younger. Now I'm saving it, and others, for my grandkids whenever they come. And but it is to celebrate our If You Give a Child a Book campaign that WCPO and Scripps Howard Foundation are doing, and we are hoping that people will give. You can make a donation online at WCPO.com/give-a-book. WCPO.com/give-a-book, and it will give books to kids in need at local schools in our area and it will provide a book fair for them, Clyde. And with the book fair, they're able to choose like 3 or 4 books of their own for free to take home. And these are all schools that have an abundance of children in need. So it is so important to read. Clyde, did you have a favorite book when you were growing up?
Yeah, but I don't remember. I think Dumbo, the Disney Dumbo book series, the Dumbo story that was made into a movie was one of my favorites. Or at least that's the one I remember now. It's been about a century, Mona, so I'm not sure I remember.
Maybe a little more, yeah.
Yeah, well,
For
thank
us,
you.
Maybe a little more than a century.
Maybe a little more. What about yours? Do you have a favorite?
I do. Mine was called I Can't Said the Ant, and it's just a wonderful rhyme storybook all about how a teapot falls off the stove, and it all takes place in this house, mostly in the kitchen, and this ant is charged with having to help get the teapot back on the stove, and it's wonderful. It's just a wonderful little book.
Well, my daughter and I read a book a lot when she was a little baby. My second daughter, Guess How Much I Love You, and I love that book so much. It is on my nightstand to this day.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We want to start with something that reminds us of the season. Okay, not the weather, the season. All right, it's the only thing that represents fall more than pumpkin spice and flannel. It's candles. And a Northern Kentucky woman decided to create her own candle company with high-quality ingredients and scents that evoke happy memories. Clyde, what's going on over there?
Well, Mona, right now I want to welcome Maria and Zach Shearing. They are the owners of Candle Spice Company in Bellevue, Kentucky. Thank you both for being here with us this morning. So how did you get started with the candles?
Yeah, we got started. It all started back in the fall of 2017. Zach and I, we were actually ordering a candle from a similar company to ours for a gift. And we were sitting there we've always wanted to start something together, and it was a great opportunity. We sat there and we're like, well, this is something we want to try. So it was the rest was history. We ordered our first candle making kit, and what is our essential lavender today? You'll see little sprigs of lavender and little things about our flagship there. And it just spiraled from there. Yeah,
One critical component of what you do has to do with actually the components of what goes into the candles, some of the stuff that you specifically put there for a reason.
Yes.
Why those things?
Yes, the ingredients are very important. We use an all-natural U.S. farm-grown soy. Our oils that we use are all natural essential oils and a blend of fine fragrance oils. And our wicks are an all-natural spool spun cotton, so we don't put any dyes into our candles. It's truly a clean burning candle.
And the scents, of course, what the candles are all about. What are some of the popular scents?
Oh, of course, this time of the year, it's pumpkin everything. So our toasted pumpkin, it's hard to keep that in stock right now. The seasoned apple, of course, that's one of the memory triggering scent for us.
Do you have any of, what's on display here?
Yeah, so we have 4 different size candles. They're kind of scattered throughout here, and we also have our we have our city lights. It's not yet on our website, but the concept it's a really cool concept. As the candle burns down through the amber, it lights up the Cincinnati sketch. So it's a new line of ours that'll be coming out here soon. We also have some of our pottery pieces that we do special releases on that are very popular.
So you're referring to the pieces like this one here?
Yep, those, and even the mugs. We pour our candles in those, and they're pottery mugs, and they can be reused.
Okay. You know, most people will tell you scent is tied to memory, memory tied to scent to some degree. For you, what's a memorable scent and the story behind that scent?
Yes, so of course this time of the year, memory, the scents definitely are important that trigger my memory. I remember coming home from school almost every day in the fall time and having those spice, those cinnamon, our pumpkins and our apples, those are our 2 memory triggering for me. That just really remind me of just coming home and seeing the home decorated, and you know, my mom loved always burning candles as well, so I think I kind of grew up with.
And this time of the year seems particularly oriented towards scent.
Yes, it's definitely candle season for sure. I just think of all of the holiday, everything going on with the season and all of the fun activities. I think it just is really, it can trigger, it's definitely memory triggering for most people. So it's fun to hear. I love to hear that when I'm at shows and meet people. I love to hear what people think. So
very quickly, how can people find out more?
Yes, so we are, you can find us on our website, candlespice.com. We're also on on social media, Candle Spice Co. We're in various stores around, and you can go on our website to find out where all that is.
All right, that's super. Maria and Zach. Zach, the silent partner.
Yes.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He speaks very eloquently. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Taking care of your skin is important, so you want to make sure what you're putting on your skin is not full of chemicals and other junk. So you want to also help your unique type of skin. And right now, we've got our guest today, Emily Little, the head alchemist and owner of Queen City Alchemy. Emily, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. And you've been on the show with us before, so we thank you for returning.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
All right, so you've got some exciting news when it comes to skincare for people here in the tri-state. Share it with us.
We do. So back in March, we suddenly found ourselves with a little bit more time on our hands. And from what I understand, that happened to a lot of folks. So at first, we started to focus, and I think a lot of people did, on some of the things that we weren't able to do during the quarantine and a lot of the shutdowns and things. Our little shop shut down for a period of time, but then we really shifted our focus and we started to think about what we can do. And what are some of the things that we can offer to the community? Things like new wellness products, things like hand sanitizer, something we'd never thought about before. And now what we're releasing is our signature skincare line. So I was able to really play on a lot of our strengths and draw everything together and offer something that's really robust, features a lot of the same natural ingredients that you're familiar with. You have those tried and true lavender, chamomile, willow bark, with some new and exciting and cutting edge ingredients like things like hyaluronic acid, DMAE, helichrysum. So really exciting stuff.
Wow, Emily, talk to us a little bit about why skincare and self-care are so important right now.
Yes. Self-care is such an important thing, and we hear the old adage so many times, you have to fill your own cup before you fill someone else's, and I believe that so firmly and so strongly. And skincare, and it's more than just skincare, but that's what we're able to offer. So I am a busy single mom, I'm a business owner, and something like a skincare routine sometimes can feel like a luxury, but taking that extra 5 minutes for yourself, it really does make all the difference in the world. And you're able to serve your community better, and you're able to serve your family better, and you're able to be a better friend and a better spouse maybe. So that's something that we can offer, just a little bit of something so that you can feel like you're taking your power back and really taking care of yourself in a meaningful and natural way.
All right, Emily, thank you so much. How can people take a look at your products and get more information?
Well, we would love for you to come visit our shop just outside of the Findlay Market on Race Street, or you can visit us online anytime at queencityalchemy.com.
All right, Emily, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, are you looking to get away without leaving your house? Well, we know someone who can help. A local designer is going to give us tips on how to create the perfect bedroom oasis. Plus, it's the Olympic sport people love to watch, curling. But did you know we have a dedicated curling rink here in the tri-state? Yeah, we do, and we'll take you there to explain a little more about this inclusive sport. All that and a whole lot more coming your way in just a few minutes. You know, these days, getting the best sleep possible is as essential as ever. Now, one way is to make your bedroom an oasis that functions well and that you enjoy. But where do you start to do that? Well, for that, we turned to an expert, and with us is the expert, Amy Youngblood, the owner and principal designer of Amy Youngblood Interiors. Amy, good morning. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me again, Clyde.
Absolutely. Okay, the bedroom as an oasis. Now, that's a concept I really like, but how do you make that happen? Do you have to have a large bedroom to do that?
No, no. I mean, the concept here is to really enjoy your space, and honestly, who needs more sleep these days with what the world right now? So, whether your bedroom is large or small, it really just needs to be laid out well, like any room. If you have a small space, you want to make sure if you want to have that master bed that's big, maybe you go with smaller nightstands. This particular room happens to have a lot of space. It's even got a sitting area. So it really depends on the space, but either way, you can make a small or large room really work for you.
Okay, now let's talk about colors, because as I understand it, some colors amp you up, which is not what you want in your bedroom space. So,
yes.
So how do you go about finding out what you need there?
I tell clients, especially these days, you know, vibrant, rich hues have been very in for a while. But in your bedroom, when you want a sense of calm and peacefulness, I recommend going with a lighter palette. And if you want some color here and there, mix it up with maybe some darker neutrals, or even like some pops of color and artwork.
Okay, all right, so artwork can help out there. How about
Yes.
how about those finishing touches that just kind of pull it all together? What do you recommend?
Yeah. A lot of people forget to do this. You can really finish. You need to finish off your room with, first of all, in this room you've got nice shades. Please skip the mini blinds, everybody. You can even do a valance or drapes where appropriate, and invest in decent quality bedding. It looks great and it's comfortable, and I just feel like it really warms up the space and finishes it off.
Okay. Now, if people are thinking about doing design and they retain your services, are you able to visit on site? How would you recommend that they actually get you to see their room, given the times that we're in?
Yeah, that's a good one. We're doing all kinds of things like we're doing right now on TV. So they can visit our website, amyyoungblood.com, and reach us via our contact form. And we work with clients in all ways, via safety measures if we have to go to their home, or we can certainly do a Zoom or Skype call, for example. So.
Okay, kind of like...
And all these tips and more can be found on the website as well.
Okay, kind of like you're doing with us this morning.
Exactly. The new normal.
Yeah, yep, I hear you.
Old normal.
Yeah, it is, more and more. Well, Amy, thank you so much for talking to us this morning. Have a great day.
Thanks, Clyde. Take care.
Well, it's a sport that originated in Scotland and is a must-see sport during the Winter Olympics. We're talking about curling. And there's a club right here in Cincinnati where you can learn how to play the game and maybe even chase those Olympic dreams. Allie checked it out for us.
Ooh,
stay low, stay low.
That's, and I didn't, wait, hold on. Let's try that again. Reverse, take two. All right, Jonathan, what is the Cincinnati Curling Club?
The Cincinnati Curling Club is a passion. It's a dream. It's a nonprofit group that got together back in around 2010, 2012. And we all enjoy the sport of curling. And we endeavored to get to this space today, a dedicated curling facility where people can play the game.
The Cincinnati Curling Club has close to 100 members, many of whom volunteered their time to build the club's new home, which consists of 3 rinks, all equipment necessary to play the game, and their own spectating clubhouse with a bar. However, the real masterpiece is the ice itself, because it's not your average skating rink.
So there's tubes underneath the ice here. We're pumping some cold glycol through, and we're just building up layers of ice on top of that. Took better part of 10 days to get to the surface you see now.
It's a bit of a mind trip stepping on a curling rink for the first time. You're required to wear rubber shoes that prevent slippage, so it takes a bit of practice getting used to. But that's also what the Cincinnati Curling Club is all about. They'll teach you the game, no matter your skill or age. We
run the gamut of young to old. We just had a 3-year-old on the ice there yesterday.
Cool.
He was
starting young.
Starting young. His mom and his aunts and uncles were on the ice playing a game, and he was watching through the window and wanted to give it a try. Lakota West has approached us about starting a high school team.
Do any other schools have?
They're the first one to approach us, so the challenge has been laid down.
Challenge accepted. The Cincinnati Curling Club has plenty of programs to get involved in, like Learn to Curl, member in junior leagues, tournaments, and even just Friday night drop-ins. Do I keep going? It's truly a one-of-a-kind space.
That's good.
That moves. And you gotta be proud of this facility too. This is great.
Super proud of the facility. I mean, I can't express my gratitude enough to the volunteers that helped build this place. We've had some paid contractors come in and do some of the stuff, but there's a lot of volunteers who put in a lot of hours helping with all kinds of things.
Really, this is a fun space.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Hey, encourage anybody to come out. If you've ever been curious about curling, this is where you should come, to Cincinnati Curling Club, if you want to learn something new. Thanks.
That Allie is such a natural athlete. Okay, we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, be sure to check us out on Instagram, where we post all kinds of stuff from behind the scenes here on the set. And while we're safely out in the community, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Cincy Lifestyle. Stick around. We'll be right back. Only here do we take an off-center shot and turn it into a work of art. But anyway, quick look outside. It's a little gloomy out there. Isolated chance of rain afternoon. Still humid. Those scattered rain chances are in the forecast tonight. Into the first half of Thursday's forecast. Highs today in the low 80s. Mona?
Oh, thanks, Clyde. Well, you know what? Coming up tomorrow here on Cincy Lifestyle, don't judge a book by its cover. That's right. We'll learn about the man behind a Mason Maria gallery and why he decided to pick up painting later in life.
All right, then, if music be the food of love, play on. The Cincinnati Shakespeare Company will grace our show to tell us more about their free outdoor performance. All that whole lot more happening tomorrow right here on Cincy Lifestyle. Hey, Mona, you know how at the beginning of the show, we frequently like to recognize special days in our nation's history. We're always talking about National Fruitcake Day or something like that, right?
Absolutely. Yes. What do you have for me, Clyde?
Oh, I have a day of unsurpassing importance because this is the birthday of our producer, Swimbo, as we call her. She who must be obeyed, who keeps us both in line. So, Swimbo, as you're listening, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. We love you.
All right,
Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, she's screaming rap in my ear. That's Cincy Lifestyle for this Wednesday, September 2nd. Happy birthday, Swimbo.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, make it a great day.